Wheel of Fortune host Pat Sajak has poked fun at a contestant who behaved dramatically on air. Wheel of Fortune guest Kimberly encountered snideness from Pat and had her entire earnings snatched away in Friday's episode. Kimberly saw success midway through the Star Wars-themed game, earning $900 when the famed Wheel of Fortune wheel she spun during her turn stopped on the $900 marker. Things went further in her favor after she picked the letter P and bought her chosen vowel in that same turn. The puzzle that Kimberly and her challengers, Jadarrel and Dana-Joel, were attempting to solve was Escape Room with a View. Kimberly's smart gameplay earned her another turn and put her closer to cracking the puzzle since 2 A's and 1 P existed in the missing letter phrase. On her second turn, she spun the wheel again, gaining $3,500 after it landed on the $3,500 wedge. Kimberly chose the letter C and bought the vowel O during her second turn. C proved to be another skillful selection because the consonant appeared once in the puzzle, and the O's popped up twice. Kimberly's picks resulted in escape being fully spelled out, and the word room wrote as Rue by Pat's co-host Vanna White, 66, on the board. So close, yet so far. Luck seemed to be on Kimberly's side because, on her third turn, the needle landed on the $10,000 wedge after she spun the wheel. She was so focused on figuring out the puzzle that she chose her next letter, which was an M, before she looked at the wheel. Vanna placed an M on the board while Pat reminded Kimberly where she was in the game. You have $3,900. Almost $5,000, but again, could be $10,000, the TV personality said as he pointed down at the wheel that was stopped on the $10,000 sign. Kimberly was enthralled in the game so much that it took a moment for her big win to register. Upon picking up the sign that had $10,000 written on it and reading it, Kimberly shrieked and jumped up and down with excitement. Her response seemed to catch Pat off guard. Instead of mirroring her enthusiasm like her competitors Jadarrel and Dana-Joel, Pat just stared at her. "Wow, you don't play a lot of poker, do you?" Pat joked, subtly judging her reaction. Unfortunately, Kimberly's lucky streak came to a screeching halt during her next spin. The needle stopped on the bankrupt wedge on the wheel when she spun for a fourth time. At that moment, Kimberly lost all she had earned. Though Kimberly didn't make it to the bonus round to compete for the ultimate prize, she didn't leave empty-handed. She took home $4,500, recovering from her bankruptcy decently. Petty Pat. Pat is known to get shady with contestants on the game show. The 76-year-old openly mocked the player for her crowded living situation in March. The game marked the final episode of Wheel Around the World Week, which celebrated the international versions of the classic show. Erica, a Navy veteran from Long Beach, California, knew all about life around the world, having served on the George Washington in Yokosuka, Japan. Back on dry land, Pat asked her about her pets. "You have a lot of pets," Pat asked, bracing for the response.